Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Corporal Higgimus, 4th class. I play a Giff fighter.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, a human fighter.
Hi, I am Elvin Sharpeye. I play an Elven Ranger.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin.
Levalithana and Elven Wild Mage.
Hi, I'm Zakar. I play Lafdul Minglade, a mischiefmaker thief, multiclass.
So, we left off last time. You guys had just slaughtered a den full of beholderkin. That was quite fun.
And now we're hoping we don't come back. We don't leave the place to come to and behold the coming back.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you'll just have to find out.
Hey, our job was just to get the things that were in the house dead or out of the house.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
if something's coming back, then then the job's not done yet. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in the right position to fight a beholder.
Well,
But
might
isn't
not
that-
have much of a choice?
Isn't that the perfect time, though?
Yeah, for a party wipe.
I mean, besides, Lafdul's still at full hit points.
Lafdul will run away. If he sees a beholder, he will run, because that's in his character's nature. He will
Like-
not fight a beholder.
Chug the
Yeah, but
chug the
how-
potion
how
of
many-
invisibility. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
he'll be like, bye. I've got enough fleet. I can live comfortably.
Damn it, Lassel.
So
He
he's
probably would, in all honesty.
is his alignment cowardly neutral
He's
or cowardly
not
good?
He's not that loyal to the party. He's loyal, but not. He's not going to die for them if he can help it.
All right, so Higgimus was knocked unconscious after being mind controlled, and Braxon, of course, went down. So, what do you guys want to do now? You've picked up all the stuff.
Ockar
I'm
almost got
going
killed.
to chug
Yeah.
the healing potion.
I
You guys gotta
almost got
wake
down,
me up.
but I survived.
Who's doing healing potions or what? 'Cause
I'm Yeldan chugging healing potion, I think. Unless you can.
I think I used up all my healing
no,
potion.
I have
Yeah.
no means to heal people other than bandaging for like 1 hit point if Ald will let me.
Alright.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do some medical aid on people.
My toe looks injured, said Braxon.
Yes,
I'm
just your toe, just
Yeah.
your toe.
I'd be like, just point your finger at it, plug the bleeding.
All
It just stops.
all
Braxon,
of
did Higgimus step on it?
Yeah.
all of
Yeah, good idea.
Braxon's hit point gains have been going into his toe.
Alright,
Just-
I've got 6
Use
uses.
leeches. That's how you heal everything in this time, isn't it?
All right, so who do you want to bandage first?
I've got 6 uses, so how many of us are there? Is it 6 of us? Oh, alright. We'll just do it in order.
Well, other than you.
Well, yeah, alright then. I'll just do it with Asher first. Healing. Alright, this is on Big Mac.
All right, so each of you gets 1 hit point.
G-Man.
Woohoo!
Hit point for Yeldan.
Ockar.
Hit point for Ockar.
And Levy. Well,
And
Oh.
no hit points for Leva.
yeah, I just can't
Wonder is
assess
the only
what's
one of us
wrong
that
with
doesn't
her.
get any healing.
No hit point. Well, she doesn't really need them anyway. She thinks she's perfectly fine.
That's
Especially now, she gained 3 hit points. I mean, she's better than she ever was.
What damage did you originally take? You took magic missile damage or something, didn't you?
Something like that.
No,
yeah.
she
I
took
took,
the reflection spell. That
Oh,
11.
wow.
I took
Oh,
11,
right.
11 or something damage, but then
Was that like mental damage or something? Was that like
no,
No.
it was just damage. Doesn't have
she
a
felt
category.
very bad.
magical backlash?
She felt really bad. It
Yeah,
was the
Lafdul.
mirror thing.
That's beyond Lafdul.
Well, you did something. Wasn't it you who healed her for a few hit points?
That was probably a magic.
Yeah, you used to scroll on you.
Uh-huh.
I guess we should get going then.
I mean,
if
it's-
we-
Yeah, Yeldan will lead the way on way out.
It's not just bandaging, but sometimes it's giving
So
some
don't get
pain relief
infections and
herbs and stuff like that. I mean, so you're just doing a wide variety of healing stuff.
I see you don't have the special lighting anymore.
Nope, that was last week only.
Mhm.
Which I mean, didn't really show up very well on the stream anyway. So
Yeah, that's mostly for players
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, it'd be more useful if one of you guys were streaming it as opposed to me. But whatever.
I don't really have the tech for
No,
that.
and I wasn't proposing it. I was just saying. So, you guys have basically picked up all the items here.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna make your way out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeldan will lead
Uh,
the way with Ockar, I think.
Am I up yet?
Yeah, you're back up on your
Yeah.
feet.
I'm
You're
back
up.
in there. Okay, cool. Can I take like some sort of trophy from these things?
It's up to you.
Just rip a branch off an eye branch stalk thing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, you can rip one off Lafdul off one.
You can just cut them off.
Alright, I cut them off.
Are they used? Can I figure out whether they're useful for alchemy purposes?
They're body parts from magical creatures.
So,
So-
probably.
Maybe.
Actually, can I
Good,
roll
good.
herbalism
I-
on the tree?
You can
I
try.
have alchemy now, so could I do an alchemy check?
Not exactly, because you would need recipes, or you would need to be researching a specific formula to find out whether they would it starts with the formula, and the goal. I want to create a potion or item that does this. I'll do the research. Oh, it turns out such and such from this creature would be useful. Kinda
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I mean,
No.
if you have, I mean, as a player, you can make some educated guesses on what parts might be useful for things and collect them.
If you
Lafdul will
remember
try and
which
get
eye
a few...
did what type of attack.
I'll cut off little bits to fill a vial. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lafdul's
Okay.
going to do the same with the tree thing. He's going to make a tea out of it. He's going to experiment.
All right, so you want to use herbalism first? You said,
I do, yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
I have no idea if it'll... That's a fail.
Okay. But you do know enough that when you get up to the tree thing, to realize that it's not a tree. It's fleshy.
Oh.
It's not planty or barky. It's fleshy. So it has kind of a shape of a tree, but it's not a tree.
Are there any, like, twigs? I don't know. Leaves?
It
Or
was
are they all
holding.
fleshy.
It was holding some swords in its tentacles, which you guys never actually closed with it, so it never got to use. And of course, the eye stalks are all kind of branchy, twiggy.
And we got the
they're
we
pretty
actually
flexible.
got those, right?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
if you want one, you can
We-
take one. If you want more, you can take more.
I think we should hack the eye stalks off. There's some... Well, do we know... Can we, like, together, like, put together these Beholderkin?
I mean, the one that was riding the creature looked very much like a beholder. In
Alright,
itself,
so we can kind of, like, semi-seem... Someone might pay, like, I don't know, like 50 gold or something. Probably worth a lot more to the right buyer, but we don't know enough, so I'd be quite happy to get, like, 50 gold for an eye stalk. Someone will buy it.
Why would
Although...
you buy an
I
eye
mean-
stalk?
You could
Although...
Bounty for beholders here.
Actually, how much of a bad idea is doing that? Because
You- that is
'cause,
definitely something you don't know.
there's a lot of beholders, and if they see me selling various body parts of... It's like having, like, elven necklaces made out of ears or something, I'm just going to go
Yeah,
on a trope.
he's trying to sell bits of Joe.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I didn't like Joe, so I'll buy it. I just want a piece of Joe.
I mean,
It's
for
the
now,
right beholder.
you can take what you want and try and figure out uses later. So it's up to you.
I will take a eye stalk from this big thing, this sentry, whatever. What was it? An observer, was it? Or
I never gave you names for any of them.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, the tree thing.
Yeah.
I will take one eye stalk.
The tree thing.
Now, as you're looking over the
Sawing
eye
off.
stalks to take some, you do notice that a few of them were withered and dead. And getting a closer look at the body of this thing, it's pretty heavily scarred, and it actually looks like it's probably a pretty old individual.
Was.
Yes, was.
All right. So yeah, take little bits and chunks of the eyes from these different. I'm guessing they're beholder things.
Yeah. Say, I mean, you need to specify which eyes you're taking, though, kind of thing. I mean, because different things are
Okay.
useful for different.
Well, they're working on that. How about the ones that were floating up in the air that had like the stingy tail?
Mhm.
Take the tail.
Okay. The
And,
tail is pretty big. I mean, it is actually
Oh,
pretty
it's
big.
big.
It's not like so big, but it's not like I mean, it's pretty big and thick around, probably a good 8 inches in diameter, kind of thing, and over a foot long.
Oh. How about the stingy bit at the end?
It actually doesn't like have a piercing sting. You're not sure exactly what it was, how it operated, but it's all just kind of fleshy.
Oh, huh. Never mind then. How about how many
Just
eyes
like-
did it have?
So there's a big compound eye on top. You can, get a look at it now that it's dead. And there were, right around the compound eye, there's a bunch of little eye spots, look kind of like insect eyes. And then 3 large eyes around the spherical part of the body.
Yeldan's like, oof.
Eh.
We need someone who specializes in anatomy or something.
Yeah, probably.
He's
I'll
special.
take the large compound eye.
Okay.
And
Animal and animal.
Let me
how about the
see how
one
big
that was
that
the
is. Give me a
tentacles
second.
thing?
Let me get.
Or not the tentacles, those. The one with the spindly arm things. Did it have anything?
So the large eye on top of the thing is
Mhm.
probably about 4 feet in diameter.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
these things are bigger
Yeah.
than I thought they were. All right, I have to rethink this.
Yeah, they're not tiny. They're pretty big.
How about we just don't bother with trophies? 'Cause a lot of beholders on this island.
Yeah, they don't like
Yes.
each other anyway.
Yeah, they're
Doesn't
not
mean
really
they
gonna.
won't kill us for killing one of them.
Maybe.
We're not gonna walk around with those eye stalks and hold them under their eyes and say, "Hey, listen, do you recognize this one?"
Let's start making fun. Hey, I think this one was Fred. He was your friend. He owed you. He I don't know. He owed you money or something. I was going to go with. But no, you owed him money. Wow. I don't know.
Braxton's going to look for a chair to sit down and clean off his equipment.
Yeah, there are no chairs here.
Just sits on a squishy beholderkin.
Are there any boxes?
Well, there are the coffers. You could sit on some of the coffers.
Yeah.
Actually, how have we searched this area at all? Like,
Yeah.
We searched the whole.
I gave
map.
you the list of stuff last time.
Oh, so
We should still come down again with detect magic and have a look around.
we haven't
We won't be
cleared.
able to come back inside once we leave again.
Yeah. Well, have we? What are we doing with that prisoner?
What prisoner?
That creature?
Oh yeah, we
What's
need to kill
that?
that thing.
It needs to be killed. It's an eviction. It's everything.
I don't recall a prisoner.
How about old?
That
How about
thing,
this?
where I'm picking.
Okay. Yeah, we need to kill that.
Oh, the scorpion-like things. I might
If
be
we
able to
can't
calm that down.
we can't communicate it, we gotta kill it.
Okay,
I
Alt,
can
how about
communicate
this
it
thing?
with kind of.
Well, try
okay,
throwing it some food and
so
stuff.
that thing is only. What do you want from that one, Higgins?
Does it have those? Are those little things on top eyes?
Yeah.
Eye stalks.
Yeah,
All right, I'll
and
take those eye stalks.
They're pretty small.
Yeah, we'll take those eye stalks.
Okay.
While everyone's butchering, I'm gonna go talk to the scorpion.
Take a bit of beholder with him, feed it.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna use actual food.
As you approach the gate, it's not moving in there.
It's not.
Oh.
I look. I look in there. I'm like, is there?
Rattle the cages.
There's a lock on there, right?
Yes, it is locked. Pretty
We
heavily
didn't
locked.
find any keys, did we? The big guy, the big floating guy, actually on the bug would have had the keys, actually, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you didn't actually like search the bodies.
Let's search the bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, we search the bodies, I guess. You know, Lafdul would like to try his luck at opening that door before he uses a key. Lafdul always wants the experience.
The door with all the monsters behind it.
Well, it's not
They
really
might
much
be
of a
dead.
monster anymore.
Yeldan said they might be dead. It's not moving.
All right. So Yeldan comes back and says that the creature's not moving, and he is looking for a key. Looking on the body of the thing that was riding one of the creatures. Lafdul, you're heading over there to try to pick the lock.
Yeah, I am going to pick the lock, but there's no way for me to keep the door barred if it decides to charge me, is there?
Well, I mean, as you get up to the door to start picking it, it's not moving in there.
I throw a stone at it. I roll it. I don't throw it at it. I just roll it along the ground into it.
There really aren't any stones to throw or roll.
Can I chip something off with my dagger? Something. Piece of wood.
Well,
Anything.
Take a sling bullet of mine. Here.
I mean, I'll just throw an. I'll throw a piece of charcoal at it.
Okay.
That's something I've got on me. Is it motion? No.
All right, so you throw a piece of charcoal at it. Go ahead and
Oh.
give me an attack roll.
You can add your dex adjustment.
Yeah, that's good enough to hit. The piece of charcoal hits its carapace and bounces off, and it doesn't react in any way.
Can I make a healing proficiency check from back here?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
going to be a
Yes.
penalty.
Yes.
There's going to be a penalty, so go ahead and roll it.
Can I do it again once I'm inside?
Yeah, when you get a closer
So
look.
it's-
Yes.
yeah.
All right, that's actually good enough. You're not noticing any movement from the body at all. Like
No breathing.
No. Well, you don't know what an insect would be like when it's breathing. You don't know that much about insects, but you're not noticing any, legs twitch, move, anything like that. It is still. You think it's dead.
Based on, well, I don't know if I would need anatomy for this, because this might be an anatomy-based question, but because that other creature was riding on those little creatures via its little tendrils, I was wondering, is this other thing also of a similar nature? Could it be, like, mounted or something, so to speak?
So, when you first saw the creature, it was riding on those little things that looked like giant fleas. The second time you saw it, it was riding what looked like the same thing in here, a giant pseudoscorpion.
Well, basic.
So yeah, I mean that's a reasonable presumption that this is a mount.
Yeah, if it's like lost its mental control or whatever, and maybe it dies or something. Maybe there's like a mental link or something.
That may be.
That's what I'm guessing at.
Now, Yeldan,
I
while this is going on, you do find in its tendrils, where it connects to the its mount, the corpse, you do find an odd-looking key.
Cool, I take the key.
Okay.
And I start heading back.
I'm gonna try and open that door before he gets back, but if I don't, I don't.
Well, if I see him trying to open the door, I'll leave him be and go to the next.
Yeah. So, Yeldan, if you're, Lafdul, go ahead and give me your pick lock roll.
Does that roll? Does that show?
Okay. Yep. Yeldan passes by as you're working on it, and after a few minutes of working on it, it does snick open. Yeldan, you go up to the top one, and the creatures in there appear to be alive. They're the giant flea type creatures, and as you approach the door, they all huddle in the back as far away from you as possible.
So they're scared of me. I gotta look at. These look like they could be animals, so I can try to animal before I open the door, because they might attack me otherwise.
Yeah, I'll be right back. 1 minute.
Where ranger ability, animal empathy.
I mean,
So
give me an intelligence
right.
check first.
Cool.
You know, just give me a d20 roll.
Greater than- Yeah, I gotta look at.
Oh, back. Sorry.
Okay.
That's decent. What's happening?
I'm waiting for Yeldan to give me a. There we go.
All right.
No, I fucked that up.
Alright.
It would be.
Nope,
have to be
that's
left.
fine. You failed. So never mind. Go on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try animal empathy on them. See
Okay.
if that works.
What do you
The
need?
frightened, so
that?
it'll be one step to make them friendly.
Okay, so that's what you're gonna try to do. All right, let's see. I need to.
My ranger level is 6, so minus modifier.
All right, let me go ahead and roll. You speak quietly to them and soothingly try to calm them down and everything like that. You see no difference in their reaction. You're not sure that at this point you're now suspect that your normal ability over normal animals won't work on them.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. Could attack as I open the gate. Well, I guess I'm gonna open the gate and probably get attacked.
Okay. All right. So you open the gate and
Because I'm not about to leave these things down here to starve.
all right. So you open the gate. Are you just like standing in the doorway, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the gate and it just swings open. You stand in the doorway and they're making no move. They're just in the back corner. You know, basically back here. There's you'd guess two adults and two young, and the young are like underneath their legs.
Oh, I don't want to.
Kind of viciously protect their young.
Yeah,
Approach 'em.
I could shoot them, but
Try throwing them some feed. I could mention that. I'm close enough.
thing is I don't want to feed him if we're gonna end up killing him down here.
We don't have to give. I don't know.
Nope.
Yeldan doesn't want to leave him down here to starve, so he'll.
There's plenty of dead bodies for them to eat.
Well, no, we've got to clear this place out. It's an eviction. Everything.
I mean, you've opened the gate.
Yeah, Yeldan's
So-
gonna hit the gate open and leave.
Okay.
The Arcane can do whatever they want with them when they come. Go give the place a once over. They're animals, in his mind.
Yeah,
Even though they're not necessarily normal animals, they're acting like animals.
Can we sell them?
to beholders.
Well, you'd have to try and capture them first.
True.
And with the young in there, I don't want to even try.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do? Or what are you doing next?
Braxon's gonna start searching the corridor walls on the manufactured bit to see if he can find a door, a hidden door, which obviously he's not very good at.
Okay.
So he's just gonna tap the wall and see if anything sounds different.
All right. Just like the whole corridor down the line kind of thing.
I think
Yeah,
we did
healer.
search.
Maybe he did. I can't remember. He's
No,
just
I
gonna
thought that
go.
was done in post session. That's why I wasn't sure if we are searching or not.
He's gonna go along this corridor and then kind of follow the walls.
All right. You do not see or find anything unusual or hear anything unusual. These walls are not worked stone. They are. It looks like this whole thing was carved out of bedrock.
Oh.
So
Why?
there's no seams or anything like that. You're not seeing anything. Seams. It doesn't sound hollow when you hit any part of the wall. That sort of thing.
So, sort of eyed out.
You don't know.
I don't know, no.
Well, time to get going.
All right. Anything? I mean, if you guys want to do anything else, you got to let me know. Otherwise, if you just want to make your way out,
Lafdul's going to check over that corpse.
which corpse?
The one that I just opened the door to.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna roll your healing proficiency again.
Yeah, I can give it a close up. I make sure it's dead.
Yeah. You cautiously approach it. Do you have like a weapon out? Just kind of nudge it, kind of thing. Is
I've
that what
got
you
my dagger out.
Okay.
In my offhand.
Yeah. You poke it a bit, not like stab it, but like trying to.
I do pain sensing.
Yeah.
If it can. nerve reactions,
Well,
whatever.
you don't know enough about insects to do that, but you're like, with the flat of the blade, you're pushing it a little bit to see if it reacts as you approach, and it doesn't react. It makes no move. You feel a little bit confident about touching it, so you do, and it makes no move whatsoever. You're pretty sure it's dead.
I try to get close and listen to see if I can observe any heat, breathing, or anything.
Nope,
Really
it's,
close.
it's making no sounds whatsoever.
Alright, it's dead.
Yeah.
Alright, I search it. If it's got anything, I don't know. I move it aside or something.
So it's a giant insect. Arthropod. Not exactly known for having things in their pockets.
Yeah, no. Has it got anything in the mouth? It might have been chewing on something.
No. There's some bones in here, but no, there's no flesh left on them. They're cracked and gnawed and
Are there
split apart.
I already came to the conclusion that this is a mount, yeah?
Yeah. This is
Is that
this is
like-
the exact same thing that the thing
right.
in the other room was riding. It's just
It's not like a spider that explodes into gold coins or something.
No, I just... I search a room.
all right. There's nothing of note. There's cracked bones around, other refuse, leavings from meals, but nothing
I
else.
gingerly searched the bone piles. There might have been something left.
Well, there's just like scattered bones, not bone piles.
Oh. We never know. There might be like a hand that someone threw in there. Might have a ring on there.
All right, that's fine.
You know, so don't go slating me off.
I'm not. I'm just trying
No,
to.
that's
I'm
Yeldan.
helping-
I was
okay.
getting annoyed at
Okay.
Yeldan complaining at me.
All right. You think that these bones are animal bones.
Oh, all right.
So now that you're in the room looking around, handling some of the bones, you think they're animal bones.
All right, nothing interesting. I leave the room now.
Okay. Did everyone get the trophies that they wanted, or potential
I've
magical or
got a
alchemical
trophy.
ingredients?
I'm just gonna flog it to someone or get it taxidermied or something.
Okay. All right.
Is there taxidermy arcane?
Maybe. You haven't looked for that
No.
yet, so.
I don't think the taxidermy.
I mean, there's a wide variety of shops here on Refuge, so maybe you just haven't looked for it.
Can I search this room here really well again?
Didn't we search it?
Yeah, but
We
you guys
did,
are kind
but
of in
I
a
want
rush,
to check
so.
the walls and everything.
Okay. All right.
So I just want to make sure there's not any like secret doors or something.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'll have a look too. Then.
Okay, so Yeldan and Higgimus, you enter that room and start like feeling the walls, tapping it with pommels of your blade, that kind of thing. Like the other areas, this appears to be just carved out of solid rock. You find no seams, anything that appears to be a latch or anything like that that would lead you to a secret passage or anything like that. No secret compartments. The tables themselves are fairly plain, and you've taken anything that seems useful.
Okay. How about what was this room again?
That. So you weren't here. You'd stepped away. That room had a lot of cushions in it. There was a standing suit of dwarven field plate armor with the dwarven corpse still inside, and it had a shield and a warhammer.
Okay. Did we search that room completely?
Lafdul did use his ring of X-ray vision on one wall, trying to see through it before getting to it.
Yeah, in that room.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
And you were thinking about using your X-ray vision ring on the room
I was thinking using it in here.
Okay, so
Up
you
here,
want to do that. All right, so that's going to be
Just
the second
like
time.
Scouts.
Yeah. Just like go into the surface a little bit and look around.
How long is... Oh, yeah, it's too short. Well, I've been doing bandaging and stuff. It's been a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, it's enough time, but it's I mean, because there's uses per day that when it starts.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
Can,
I'd have to go back.
is
to the
there
description again? Well, hold on. So Lafdul, you get in there and concentrate. You're basically only going in like
Looking.
a foot or so. I mean, because if you don't see anything within a foot of the surface, then there's really no.
Yeah. I'm
you're-
looking for like hollows.
Yeah,
basically. In the
You're
wall.
just scanning the basic surface. You don't see anything. It's just solid rock as far as you can
Alright.
tell.
Yeah, that's fine. I just go back to the rest of the party.
Okay, and Braxon.
is there a dwarven church on Refuge?
You don't know.
And there's no churches.
There's no churches.
If you mention that to Lafdul would say that I haven't found any shrines or whatsoever
Right.
on Refuge. Whatsoever.
Well, I was wondering if we could.
There are
find
no.
something-
Hold on. There are no independent temples.
Right. I was wondering if we could find something to wrap this dwarf up in and get him a
Might
funeral.
be an embassy.
Yeah. Well, I just figure. I don't think this dwarf deserves to be left in a basement of a bunch of horrible people.
Oh no, we can take the armor off him. Should we go through the process of doing that? And our local
Yeah. I agree.
paladin can look over the armor.
Okay. You can get some. I mean, there were some sheets on the beds up in the building above. if you want to go up there and like wrap the body in one of those or some of those.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I know it's a bit of a silly question, but would I know, being a this is more of like a personal laughable thing, but also a vague inquiry into another religion, kind of. But is there like disturbing the dead? Is there anything like that I should be like aware of that Lafdul might have?
If they were already buried.
I mean, you don't know anything about dwarves in particular, but I mean, you found a corpse that has not been interred in what you would consider a proper manner.
Yeah.
So no, you're not disturbing the dead with this.
All right. No,
If anything, if anything, you are following, if not the specific procedures, general polite procedures of handling a corpse, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay. All right. So you guys extricate the corpse from the armor and then wrap it up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Is there any hole marks on the armor? I ask Ockar to look over. He, being an armor smith, would know what hole marks to look for. It might identify who this dwarf is. Maybe Asher and recognizes in heraldry.
I could look it over again.
Okay. Give me an armor proficiency check.
All I really noticed about it the first time was that the joints were odd.
Oh, you got time to look at it now.
Well, as you take it apart, you realize that the joints were odd because the body was seeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try the armor.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So there's nothing about it that stands out to you that would serve as an identifying mark. So no, you can't use the armor itself as an element of trying to identify who or what this dwarf was.
Yeah.
How about a? Would my heraldry be useful in this case?
You can try it.
Is there like any like style to the armor? That's what I mean by heraldry. Like certain dwarves of a certain set might wear a helmet in a certain way or something.
Well, nothing that Ockar was aware of, and Higgimus, unfortunately, there's nothing that you can tell either. There might be something with the shield. It sports a pair of crossed axes in gold on the front, but it's not something that you're actually familiar with.
That
I've
sounds
read
like
that.
a holy symbol. That sounds like
I've read a dwarf book on religion. Nothing. Not in a vague tingling in the back of my mind.
Let me see.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, let me check something. Give me a second.
I don't think my Norse religion would tell me anything.
No, this is
But Lafdul
specifically
did wear-
this is specifically because Lafdul did read a book. I will give him a very low chance to figure something out. Give me a d20. This is against your wisdom, but with a substantial penalty.
Oh, so we could actually. I don't know. Can I use call upon? Oh, that would give me +1, wouldn't it?
I mean, you can.
Nah.
It doesn't seem like the right thing to call upon your faith for.
Yeah, well, no. It's
No.
kind of like insight.
Yeah,
I
call
suppose.
upon faith is calling upon faith to assist you in endeavors, not and calling upon faith to recognize signs and symbols is definitely reasonable. Although I'm not sure if that should apply to that kind of thing and not more physical type stuff, but I'd have to go back and read the description. But you didn't cast it anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't think that it's a religious symbol.
Oh.
You're like
A big
racking your
company.
brain, and some of the symbols that you kind of vaguely recall, and this doesn't seem like a religious symbol to you. Doesn't seem
It
to
might
match
be
any
a
of the stuff that
mercenary
you know.
company or something.
It could be literally anything at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recognize it. It's not anything major, or else it would stick out in my head. So
I
it might just be like their personal seal, or it
Yeah.
could be, like you said, a mercenary company. But it's nothing major that I've
when we
seen
got
or know
when we got
about.
downtime, we can research it.
Now, Lafdul, you do know that with that role, you do know that the dwarven god Clengeddon does use 2 crossed axes as his symbol, but this
Oh,
the way that
okay.
this is set up doesn't match that, and the axes don't match, the angle doesn't match. It's just it does not match what you've seen as his symbol.
How do you
Clengeddon.
spell?
Well,
I'll put that
Well,
in
we
just a
can
second.
have a more professional armorer take a look at it.
well, you know, this is a person that died down here, probably going after these beholders. Maybe they betrayed him or something along those lines. In which case, I mean, yeah, we can take care of the binding and see that it's put to rest correctly, or however you people want to do that, other than just putting him in the dirt. But I mean, there's stuff here. It's not let go to waste.
Yeah, let's take the
Whether it
armor
be
and
for our
shield.
use or for our or to pay for our men.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Anyway, let's take the body and the stuff and let's head on out.
Okay. Yeldan, you have weaponsmithing, correct?
Yep.
Give me a proficiency check.
Give me a second. I'll have to. I want to check the.
I mean, I got appraisal. I don't know if.
No, it's not going to help.
9
Yeah.
/RD.
Appraisal is basically specifically for items of, items of monetary value, gems, jewelry, that sort of thing.
Oh.
All right,
Right.
Yeldan, you as the as everyone is looking over the armor and the and everything and the shield and taking the dwarven corpse out, you notice that the warhammer itself is actually not of dwarven make. You think it's orcish.
Didn't we come to this conclusion last session? I'm pretty sure about
No.
this.
Maybe.
I
can't
don't
remember
recall
what I said.
anything.
I
about
remember the orcish
Warhammer.
remark.
All right. Well,
Huh.
I may have said
I
something I may
definitely-
not have. I
I
can't
definitely do remember that remark.
remember. But now you know for sure.
That's interesting.
Well, it does mean, we got like elves in the party. I mean, I like to Yeldan and say you don't necessarily use elven weapons.
No.
It's not
But you
much of a
rarely
far
see it.
stretch.
You rarely see a dwarf using an orcish weapon because they hate orcs.
Is this? Can I do?
It's well made. It's well made. I mean, like,
This is definitely a dwarf corpse.
yes.
All right. Just need
Maybe
to
it was
figure that out.
polymorphed. Who knows?
No, when you polymorph, you turn back to the
Polymorph.
original.
Would polymorph change the
I don't know.
armor?
Higgimus doesn't know magic. He's just spouting out something.
I mean, you guys are using weapons from things that you've defeated.
Oh yeah, he could have killed an orc and used it.
Leva is using a sling that she got from goblins.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Fair.
I
He
mean,
might have been an adventurer.
or
I'll
you know,
point out.
if he defeated a powerful orcish warrior that had a weapon, he may have taken that as his trophy. And just because they're orcs doesn't mean that they don't make good weapons. Sometimes, depending on their tribe and stuff like that, some of them make very good weapons.
Mm-hmm. They're just
So.
too busy warring most of the time.
Anyway, are we done here?
I don't know. Are you guys
Yeah,
done?
I think so.
Yeah, we wrap the
I'm
corpse up.
gonna-
And
suggest
the
that we
corpse.
wait in the upstairs area in case a beholder comes back for a bit.
Braxton's done.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah, people need to rest a little bit for like an hour or so, just sitting on the ground.
You guys killed those bugs, right?
Huh? No, we
Bugs.
left the bugs. We're just gonna have to tell the arcane if they want them. They might be able to sell them to some beholders or something.
They
Unless we
had
sell them.
They had children. It would have been
Uh,
not worth the trouble.
I'm gonna read over our contract real quick again, Old.
Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah.
Is there anything? What does it say exactly? Does it say everything has to be out of there?
It says evict the residents, basically.
It
Bugs
wouldn't
are
count
not-
as a resident. Yeah.
It's a pet.
Would those
Or,
count as a resident?
Does that mean we need to remove the bodies?
No, it doesn't.
No,
No,
you're
we
not.
can-
You're not responsible for cleanup. Give me a.
Isn't that dependent on
Adequate.
society? What resident can be
Etiquette.
defined as?
Higgimus, give me an intelligence check.
Oof.
I'm not dumb, Yeldan.
So, you don't think that these would really quite count as residents per se. And given their reaction, you kind of suspect, and if you discuss this with Yeldan, he would back this idea up. You think that as soon as you guys clear the premises, they're out of here. They're gonna. I mean, they were timid.
Okay.
So they would be out, getting away from potential threats, which are you guys. and stuff like that.
Slavery.
So,
Okay.
well,
That sounds great.
so Yeldan is pretty sure that they are. They're large and very odd-looking insects. They're not normal by any means. They're highly bred. He's sure of this now. But they're definitely not intelligent. They are of animal intelligence kind of thing.
All right. Cool.
So
As long as we're not worried about breaking our contract here.
yeah,
we're
no,
fine.
you don't think that you need to specifically take care of those things.
Which is oddly lawful to me. All right,
And-
let's go.
To a certain
we-
extent, the eviction is not like you've killed the people in charge here, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
even if you'd left some of the other stuff alive, they might have just scattered. So
Okay.
Do we need to search upstairs?
you've already searched upstairs.
Okay.
We did cover the bodies upstairs too, though, right?
Yeah, you said that there was a comment about bringing them inside the building.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, Braxton suggests that.
All right,
Just get them
let's
off
go.
Public site.
Okay, you
Well,
wanna?
Yeldan will suggest in case there's like somebody coming home, we might want to stick around to see if someone come in.
Yeah, when they see all the dead bodies, they'll leave.
We should get someone from the Giff mercenaries in the area that guard the area and get them.
We could
to
just-
take. We just say
Let's-
take possession. We've taken possession of this building for you, and then it's their problem.
Hand
Well,
off
we
control,
gotta-
in other words.
We gotta go to the arcane and let them know that
Yeah,
we finished the job.
rather than just tell the gift to deal.
Well, no,
They
I
might
don't.
not
Well,
listen.
hold on. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think that he's saying is, find a gift patrol, ask them to, let them know what's happened, tell them, to watch the building, and then go report.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Wouldn't the arcane want to verify it with their own eyes, or is kind of like why, or is it kind of under the guise of, well, why would you lie?
You know,
Well, no-
I'm sure that they probably are weekly just saying the way they are.
They can, but if we tell the Giff
Yeah,
that
we're gonna do
the
that.
building's been cleared for them, and the guards stay here, no one can sneak in.
All right, let's go do what Braxon suggested there, and then go inform the arcane that the job's done.
Okay. You head out into the street. The guards outside the other manors are definitely watching the proceedings. I mean, you had a fight outside, and you were wandering around the yard and stuff like that. They see the Giff with you though, and and they're not making any comment. They're just watching with some amount
Breaks
of
up in the
interest.
monotony.
Yeah, certainly.
Of the day.
I think we'll leave the gift that came with
Lafdul
us
gives us-
there
Well, no,
while we
you're-
look for a gift patrol.
Braxon was talking about finding another gift patrol, which is not very hard to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you quickly flag down a group, show them the writ, describe the situation, and they agree to set up a guard until the premises are handed off to the arcane land authorities.
Excellent.
And you head back to the arcane tower.
Mm-hmm.
We inform them about the creatures below as well, the Giff.
Okay.
The creatures, mounts, whatever you want to call them.
The fleas, the giant fleas.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way back to the arcane tower, and you go towards the back of the tower where you took the stairs up before, and there is a essentially something like a receptionist type thing, who asks what you're there for. You inform them, reporting on the success of your job, and it's a human, by the way. The human
Wow.
says, "Please wait here. I will inform the arcane of your success."
Thank you.
After about 45 minutes of waiting,
Quite a while.
the arcane does come out to greet you, and says, "The eviction has been resolved
Yes.
satisfactorily."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I will
Did you
need
know that
to-
there was beholder-like things down there?
There's
No.
an underground.
We did not know that for sure.
Now you do.
They were associated with one of that race's nations, but we only dealt with human servants.
Oh? Which nation is it? In case we have unfortunate dealings with them in the future.
Oh, indeed. Hold on a second. Let me just get to that. Where I wrote that down. That was the nation of Drelefek. I don't believe the common trade lanes connect with their sphere, however. It is probably not one that you have ever encountered.
Okay.
We will need to ensure that the place is cleaned up and that all individuals have indeed been evicted. And then we can disperse the writ to you for the 10,000 gold pieces worth.
Excellent.
But I'm more than happy to resolve the purchase of your ship right now if you would like.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're doing it without the writ. Got it.
That would be great.
That means we're gonna have a second writ after another we're still gonna have a 10,000 piece gold writ.
It's almost as if they want to keep you shopping, huh? Okay, so he summons a couple agents to accompany you back to your ship to make the payment.
All right.
So
I mean,
that
well, the thing is, we were thinking about getting magical siege weapons and such, anyways.
that is going to be 39,000 gold pieces. So go ahead and deduct that.
39.
Yep.
Is that after deducting the other writ that we have?
I believe so.
39.
I feel sorry for the person counting these coins. I assume they've been traded up into gold bars or something.
Yeah.
Over time.
Into trade bars.
Oh, speaking of which, do they have a lesser value here?
No, I don't
Okay.
feel like dealing with that.
It's a good point. We might have kept like the ship's gold in trade bars.
Yeah, 'cause it's easier to transport.
Actually,
Alright.
let me see. Let me double check to see if that is actually including that.
You're giving him ideas now.
Well, no, I'm actually I didn't make a note of whether that includes your previous writ or not.
So I was only joking.
So I wanna make sure that I've got the numbers right. I don't want to overcharge you.
Or undercharge.
Yeah, that is after taking into account the writ. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there you go. You've paid for the ship, and with the transaction completed, they do bring it in and actually berth it next to you, so you can easily transport your personal items onto the ship and everything like that. So I'm
That's
going
great.
to move you guys over to the Battle Dolphin map so you guys can get a better idea of what it looks like and everything.
Okay, I got a question, Alt. This
Mhm.
is a bit but I've been thinking about this. I have to be able to carry all my currency. I don't have to carry all my currency all the time, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the deck plans. So you've got the Dolphin shuttle as well.
Woohoo.
Deck plans on the top. You guys can choose rooms. The labels for the rooms do not need to apply. So, if it says
There is
mess hall, that doesn't have to be the mess hall kind of thing.
yeah, the officers there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have to apply is what I'm...
This is just the generic
Right,
floor plan.
right.
This is
Yeah.
not necessarily the whole full plan.
And, I mean, if you want to change rooms around, then that, of course, would be extra costs. You wouldn't need to do that here, though. If you wanted to wait until you were back on Brawl, they could do that. But for now, these are the rooms that are there. And it's just rooms, I mean, you have to get basic... I mean, there's basic furnishings that can be moved around, bunks for the crew and stuff like that, but it's all, where you want it and stuff like that.
Does this ship need more crew than what we already have?
You have enough to fly it, and you probably have enough to use the weapons. You do not have as much as it can hold, though. But then again, you also have
Okay.
Giff, so... They take up more air and food. So you guys can, look over this. The process of getting all of your personal effects moved from one ship to the other probably takes about a day, getting people settled, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Once, now, since there are 2 reverse gravity decks on this vessel, once you take possession of it and at least get stuff moved from and clear out the barge, you would probably take this into orbit and then use the shuttle to fly between refuge and stuff like that. That way, the reverse gravity decks would not be affected by refuge's gravity.
That's fair.
Wouldn't we be in Refuge's gravity plane anyway?
Refuge doesn't have a gravity plane.
Oh.
It doesn't have. It's not like Brawl. It's much bigger than Brawl.
Yeah, it's a planet.
Okay.
Well,
Refuge is
Brawl-
actually flat.
Brawl is
Oh.
a planet too, but it doesn't have docks sticking out into space like Brawl does.
So, what is it on a dry dock or something?
Initially,
get it?
yeah. I mean, they have magical docks that keep it suspended and floating, and not actually resting on the ground kind of thing.
How much are those?
Far too expensive.
He wanted to know because we might need one for.
They're arcane
So-
exclusive, essentially. They don't. They don't sell.
That would be nice for the asteroid base.
But we can just build a dock on the gravity plane
Yep.
itself.
Yeah, we can do that. That's true.
So at that point, then getting back down to refuge to do other purchasing and stuff like that would be using the shuttle, the Dolphin shuttle.
All right.
So we got another writ of 10,000 gold. Do we want to use it on perhaps getting better weapons for the ship?
Yeah. Have we got any weapons?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
we
It
have-
has the
It comes with the
cannibals.
default ones.
yeah. Which on the character sheet is 2 medium catapults.
Yeah, we were thinking about putting or a ballista on the shuttle.
Yeah, we
Right.
have the ballista we can put on the shuttle.
But I'm saying we could get better ones. Possibly with that writ, right?
Could, yes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what do you guys want? There's also other purchasing that you can do. If you want to put that off a little bit, you can also take a look at the stuff that you found. I mean, at this point, it's going to be some maintenance type stuff.
I wonder if we could put a stinger weapon on the command deck on number 9, which says it's the captain's quarters, but is outside.
That is most definitely a little outside balcony area.
A what? What were you saying, Braxon?
A stinger weapon is a weapon that fires backwards.
I have to laugh. I just learned today what the Mitzenmaß is.
As a person or a character?
As a person.
All right. Well, what
Yeah.
would you guys like to do? Would you like to pick rooms? Would you like to make discussions about where we're going to set up stuff? Would you like to go over? Well, we have to wait a day for the magic users to be able to do detect magic, right?
I need to
basically.
go shopping for arcane at some point today.
Well,
Would you guys like to go looking to see what things we can purchase from ship equipment wise, or for
Well, this
the
is the
ship
best
itself?
place to buy ship equipment, and we do have another writ for 10,000.
Yes.
okay, so
Which would you like to do first?
I'd
Braxon,
like to get a library and lab.
Braxon would like to mount the broken sword lights that he brought from the other ship, and then work out how many other magical lights we need to light the entire ship, so that we can get rid of the need for lanterns as soon as possible. And some healing would be nice.
Yeah, we have to
Hmm.
wait for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right. So
I'll
the
have to
question
write
is, what do you
almost
want to
out
do
with that.
first?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we want to do first.
All right.
Library
So
and lab.
all right. So you've got some books already, Leva, and you need 400 square feet for a library. It would be an additional 400 square feet for a lab. Now that actually is not as bad as it sounds, because 1 square is 25 square feet, 5 by 5.
Is this
Please. It was 60.
relatable
Yeah, it's 16 squares is what you need.
to me?
You could use the lab. You could use those labs, yes. You might need
Yeah,
to
so-
do some supplemental stuff as well, because you would need, religious works.
An altar.
In
Yeah.
addition
Yeah.
to.
So
the
basically,
other stuff.
I'm willing to invest in this as well as Leva, basically. If she doesn't mind me using it as well, I assume.
No,
All
I don't
right.
mind. On the contrary, the better read we are, the better we know how to use our spells and do stuff.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna make a proposal. On the lower cargo deck, why don't we just turn that into like the ship lab / library?
It's not a good idea to have lab and library together. I mean, if we accidentally make a flame in the lab, then that's going to be a library past.
So
We had a really nice library.
So first of all, you would not be able to use the lab in the phlogiston. Period. You would not be able to do anything alchemical in the lab while in the phlogiston. Other than that, it's fine.
What I meant by lab, I meant wizard's library type thing. Library / wizard's library, priest library.
Right.
Wizard workshop, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, you can do spell research. Now,
That's what I was trying to say.
Right, I would probably say that you wouldn't be able to do research on any spell related to fire in the phlogiston, but just about anything else would be fine.
And the priest
I
probably
guess
can't do above third level.
except conjuration summoning.
Hmm.
You wouldn't be able to do in there either. And you could do some third level and above research for a priest in there, but you wouldn't. You'd need to wait until you're out of there, out of the phlogiston, to be sure that it works. So, because most spell research is research, like actual research. It's all theoretical for the most part. So, given that the lower cargo deck is more than big enough for a library.
A library and an alchemy lab. Cause
Well, but the thing is that the alchemy lab would be, to a certain extent, not all that useful on here.
Okay.
The laboratory
lab-
would be more useful back on your asteroid.
Yeah, I was going to say for the alchemy lab, it's not really a traveling type of thing or a thing that you can have in a traveling ship type of thing. For the reasons all stated. So yeah, that would be better to have on the Brawl's asteroid thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you never went into the phlogiston, it'd be perfectly fine.
Plus, Leva, guess what?
Hmm?
If it's on this lower cargo deck, it'll be in the one of the higher points of the ship. Be like a tower.
My own wizard tower. Yes, please.
But that's what the cuddle command is for.
Gosh.
You should have bought
They were
a
just
cuddle
gr-
command.
Lemon just grew 2 inches.
All right. So, you have. I will say that it will cost a total of 4,000 gold pieces to set up the initial library. That's after the books that you already have.
So that's a level 1 library, priest wizard library.
Just a moment, I need to check how much amount of gold I have.
I've got enough money to cover it now, but I would quite happily pay half of it because that's how much it costs.
How
Or I
about we
can-
go halves?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
each.
take
Okay.
£2 each. 4 of them.
How much would the level 2 library cost?
That would be another 2,000.
I can go more if you want to invest more. I will invest as much as you invest. Level.
Out of
Sorry, I
interest,
missed that.
Ald.
How much is an additional level?
2,000 more.
Is it 2,000
I think
per
we're-
level? or-
No,
Let's
it's
go
not.
for another level. That's 1,000 each.
Yeah, fine.
And then I need to sort of save the gold in case I want to buy something, and for the stuff we need to buy anyway, like ingredients and stuff.
What level spell are you able to cast up to?
3.
Free.
So, yeah, I mean, it's perfectly reasonable to not necessarily
Have a
go
level
that
3
high.
lab.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, I've took the gold off, so we've got a level 2 library for showing us.
Out of interest, Ald.
Yep.
Because Braxton's not a spellcaster. Is there a difference in price between going directly to level 3 with a library and going
No.
to 1 or 2 and then upgrading? Right. No
So-
penalty.
What can we actually do there?
So, you've both deducted 3,000 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So with this library, you've gotten a whole bunch of bookshelves. You've got reading tables, reading lecterns. There is some alchemical related materials there, but not so much that it could be used as an alchemical laboratory. In the process, you will be able to come up with magical potion and magical item formulas based on the size of your laboratory. So you will, with this current library, you can get a total of 3 potion formulas and 2 magic item formulas. Now you'll need to do the the research for all this. So it's not like just buying the books means that you get that stuff. But that is
So
what you
she can
eventually get.
research like healing potions for.
Right. Now the downside is that
Finding
you're
ingredients.
not high enough level to make them yet.
Yeah, it's
So-
going to be a while before Lafdul's doing anything
Yeah.
like that.
So to a certain extent, you don't actually need to do that now, but that is what
Yeah,
your
she's
library
better
can.
on-
Well, that's what your library can give you the research for.
So-
On top of that, you can research up to 2nd level spells, 1st and 2nd level spells.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was gonna say she's probably better off instead of using those
no,
up
I mean,
right
just-
now.
that's up to her.
I'm sure we find out what we're going to do. I'm sure we're not short on ideas, but I need the numbers again. Sorry, old. I
That's
missed
okay.
those.
All right.
How many potions? How many spells? Is that the maximum?
So you can use this to research a total of 3 potion formulas and 2 magic item formulas, as well as 1st and 2nd level spells. And this is per library. So if Lafdul researches a potion, that counts. That counts towards that total.
All right.
So
Yeah,
that's
be while
amongst
before.
us. Mhm.
Yeah, I won't be taking alchemy for a while, so.
You don't need
but
alchemy for
eventually
that.
I will. Oh, I don't.
No.
Ah. Okay.
Alchemy can be related, and it might give bonuses and stuff like that, but you do not need alchemy to devise potion formula.
I should probably
You
make a note of
probably
this.
need alchemy to make
No,
potions.
nope.
Not
Really?
magical.
Nope.
What
It's a
exactly
class
is
ability.
what
Oh.
exactly is a magic item formula?
So, let's say that you decided that you wanted to research how to make a wand of magic missiles.
Mhm.
Your library, that would be, if you spent the time to research that, that would be one of the item formula that you could research. And that means that, you would learn that, okay, so I need a branch from a tree that was touched by a deity of magic, or, plus a garnet that has passed through the digestive tract of a disenchanter.
Hey, Lafdul, look, here's a garnet. Why don't you eat it?
We
So-
would need to find a disenchanter.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what an item formula is.
Mhm.
It's a variety of the ingredients that goes into the creation of a magic item.
Okay.
Now, those were just
That-
examples. I wasn't specifically saying that is what a wand of magic missiles would entail. So I'm just saying that's the kind of the example of the types of stuff that you might need.
I was more thinking of researching defensive items because Leva is saying that she profited a lot from this defense against magic missiles. More than
Yeah,
she actually has profited from the wand of magic
Amulet.
missiles.
But a wand of magic missiles allows you to keep it without using your spell slots. So you can be like, cool, I don't need to memorize magic missiles while I have this wand.
Yeah, but there's a difference between having the choice of 1 or 2 missiles and getting 3 or more.
Yeah. So I mean, when the time comes, I mean, you can do the research before you can create the item, and then just be ready for when you get to that level. but that you don't need to. Now, also, this does not count towards the magical ink needed to create scrolls. That I wouldn't put a limit on. Although you would the library level would determine what level scrolls you could make. So with a level 2 library like you have, you can only research the formula for making the ink for first and second level spells.
So, she can learn how to make scrolls of magic missiles.
Well, again, it's level based, so she's not high enough level yet, I don't believe.
And that's unlimited.
Unlimited numbers, but it's limited by the spell level, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
same thing applies to Lafdul.
I have the feeling that's 3 potion formulas and 2 magic item formulas is actually rather low.
It is pretty low.
well, yeah, but it's only a level 2 library. I'm assuming that number goes up as you upgrade the
yes,
library.
it does.
Okay.
The initial is 2 and 1, so...
So 2 potion formulas in 1 library?
No, 3 potion
3
formulas, 2
potion.
magic item formulas. That's what she can use
Oh.
this library for. As as it gets upgraded, those numbers do go up.
Well, okay.
Lafdul, are you going to research health potions?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
So-
I haven't thought about it like that.
The thing is that neither of you can make the items yet anyway.
Okay.
I know.
So even if you had the recipe to make a potion of healing or a potion of extra healing, you can't actually make it yet.
How
Okay.
do they make it?
You have to be a certain level.
Okay.
Oh. Is that just something for wizards and clerics?
We'll get there. Right.
Okay, so the library is squared away. What do you guys want to do next?
All
Now,
right.
it probably would take at least a week to get all the books. I mean, because you're basically hitting up a variety of bookshops on Refuge, looking for tomes of esoteric magical knowledge, tomes of arcane religious practices and things like that. And gathering these all. It's not like you go into a shop and like, yeah, I'm building a level 2 wizard's library. Just give me all the books I need. You're literally going in and it's like pulling off. Okay, this book it's about geology, but it covers a lot of stuff that I already have. So no, back on the shelf. All right, next book. Okay, now this is interesting. This one has a lot of magical theory. All right, we'll buy that. Kind of thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
This is going on in the background of everything else that you're doing, because it would take about a week of purchasing to get all this stuff. But you did have a lot of books already, so that made it a bit easier and cheaper.
There is something that I don't know. Does Lafdul need the equivalent of an altar for anything? Because I'm a mischief maker, I don't know if this applies to him.
You would, but you would basically every single time you were doing something, you would consecrate a new object as an altar.
Like you always change your holy symbol.
That table over there, that's my new altar. Yeah,
For the
it's
next-
Lafdul's going into like the discount store or something. Just... okay. Yeah.
I remember Ockar mentioning about getting an altar to tier in the ship.
Yeah, I wanted to get an altar.
Wouldn't these be like in our personal rooms or something?
Yeah, at that point that would be in your personal rooms, and I'm not really gonna unless you want something extravagant. I'm not gonna require you to actually go through and pay out for furniture and stuff like that. You can basically reasonably furnish the rooms with the price of the ship and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
as long as you're not getting something fancy like a gilt bed kind of thing.
How much is a gilt bed?
What's a guilt bed?
A gilt bed would be a bed with all the bedposts are covered in gold leaf.
Oh, this is something Lafdul would totally do.
Or how about like a large bed with like reliefs carved in the posts and stuff?
Yeah, that'd be extra.
Oh, yeah.
What's,
Yep.
What are we
relief
talking about
carved in the
extra?
post?
5 billion gold pieces. No. Assume that fancy carved furniture is going to be 200 gold pieces.
Oof. I'm not interested in that sort of stuff.
Lafdul's a bit vain. Now Lafdul full clout for his room.
Of course he would.
So,
He's a thief.
so again,
Yeah,
provided it's just well made, intricate carvings, that kind of thing, but it doesn't have gems or jewels or gold or silver or anything like that.
It's just
and
somewhere
it's not
nice.
super expensive wood. It's just good oak with a good stain or cedar. Good quality woods, but not
No,
teak.
I will pay 200 gold for that for my room.
Okay.
What
So
about like
Okay.
so that would cover like standard stuff. So a nice wardrobe, a desk, a chair, a bed.
what about
Yeah,
like
these-
elf crafted stuff?
Oh,
That elven crafted stuff. You would have to get that on order because you're a Giff.
what about me? I'm an elf.
Bump
That's
it up
my
to
change.
bump it up to 400 gold.
Okay. I've got no problem with this. Lafdul's traveling across for like months at a time. He wants to live like half reasonably comfortable.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you got the money, you might as well spend it, right?
What are
Have
you
money,
implying?
we'll
eh?
spend. I'm saying
You
it's
might
better
need
to
that
spend the. I'm saying it's better to spend the money than sit on it.
The captain gets a day room.
Well, the day room is actually the captain's quarters because the day room are the captain's quarters that's listed on the chart here is open to the air.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
open deck.
Oh.
Yeah,
so it's
when-
like the captain's balcony, maybe.
So, and here's the bad thing about putting a weapon out there is that would mean that battle stations. Oh, so everyone has to run through the captain's quarters to use that weapon.
That's
That's
why
fine.
I thought we were putting a turd, like a ballista on a turd on the top on the shuttle, so we have some sort of rear-facing weapon.
There's been talk, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. So,
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
we have to go
right
to
now, we're still looking at furnishings and stuff like that. So let's focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, I'm trying
I'd like to get cool armor stand in my room.
Yeah. So
there is an armory.
I mean, armor stands, stuff like that. I mean, like personal items. That I'm just saying. Yeah, you can get an armor stand, so you can put up your armor and make it look nice and shiny and standing there when you're not wearing it. That's fine. I'm not going to charge you for that.
How am I wording this? I'm just saying Lafdul's room has decent elven furnishing.
That's fine.
Day-
All right. Old.
Yes.
So, if I wanted the elf stuff, you said I would have to place it on order, right?
Yeah.
How much would it be for the elven carved or elven crafted furniture
Twice as much.
for myself?
So 800.
800.
Yeah.
Okay. And it would take them time to have it, right?
Yes.
So, how much would it cost for it to be delivered to Brow?
A lot. You might want to
lot
just
of
wait.
Better off
shit.
buying
Yeah.
it on Brow.
Wait until you're back on
Yeah.
Brawl. At that
Just
point.
wait till I'm Brawl.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sad. All right.
You know the
I'll
thing
wait
that,
until I'm on Brawl to.
you know what Yeldan might get?
Stuff on.
An elven crafted hammock. Because he likes sleeping in a hammock. Otherwise, he'd be barely Spartan and Bale Brown.
Can you get magical hammocks?
I'm actually thinking about maybe getting patio furniture for that deck out in the back.
Well, you
I
know,
think Yeldan wants to invest in somewhere for his cat. Some cat.
Yeah.
Cat
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I guess I might put like a get a cat bed or something.
Yeah, nice cat bed, not some cheap thing. You know, just because you want to rough it doesn't mean your cat has to.
The cat will eat you in your sleep if you don't give it a good cat bed.
Okay.
No, he
so-
doesn't get like he doesn't gets a good cat bed, but he doesn't get like an extraordinary cat bed.
A 1 million gold piece cat bed.
all right. So there is a question of where people will be bunking and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. As I was looking at that, and it's like, okay, well, the spellcaster's quarters. It doesn't have to be a library or the spellcaster's quarters case. That's
Nothing.
already
Nothing has to be what it says on the map. I mean, you also need to figure out where your helm is located and stuff like that as well. So
Yeah.
let's figure out where the helm is located first.
I
I
like
think
the
that-
spot that's listed there.
Okay. All right,
Where's,
so number 1 on the officer's deck is where the helm is going to be.
Because it has all those port windows and everything you can look at.
Okay.
And it's reverse gravity.
Yeah, that's where.
one on
It's
the
quite
opposite
vulnerable,
deck
though.
is right there. It's in
Isn't
the
it?
open air because that's where the catapults are.
No, that's the command deck. Officer's deck's the one below.
Oh, my bad. It's down here.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
What is one? Oh, that's just the main mast.
No, that's...
That looks like it'd be plenty big enough for the helm, plus to have like the charts and everything that we might need.
Chart room's
Yeah.
right here.
Although
Yeah.
that's gonna be like if we ever rammed something, even by accident.
You
or
don't have
whatever,
a
that's
ram.
Gonna...
You can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. If we crash,
yeah,
into
but that's
this-
that's what it is.
that's
is
gonna
that-
be the that's gonna be the first place that gets crashed into.
No, be
Right,
the
but that would be a
quarterdeck,
crash. I
actually.
mean-
So, if you look at the helm room, rooms 2 and 3, 3's for the helmsman, and 2 is for the charts. That's how it's set up, as is.
That's
Do we
not
have?
bad.
Do we have a quartermaster?
That might be Braxon.
Braxon's the first officer.
So
I guess I can be quartermaster. I take care of the armor and everything anyway.
real fast. You could make 3 be the all any additional helmsmen that you get. So Nor and Paris are in there, for example. You can have
Yeah.
that, and they bunk in there together, kind of thing.
Yeah, because they'd be in there at different times most of the time.
I guess
And you wouldn't
Could
necessarily
I-
want them to have their own rooms. They are crew, as opposed to
Actually-
player characters.
could I? Is it possible for me to stay in the armory since I also manage all our armor?
That's up to you guys.
That's
I
gonna
mean,
make a
just
really
because it
awkward when
says
people want to go in the armory.
armory
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be the armory. You can have that just be a
Yeah.
bedroom, and you can put
Yeah.
the
I'm
armor
just
and
looking.
stores elsewhere.
Okay, forget all the labels that are on the side for right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Just really forget all of that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
no...
but
Now,
But
one thing that I will point out is that you might want to have to be the actual chart room, and you've got the Astrolabe, so you can put that in there.
yeah.
Okay.
Is there enough room in there for that?
Oh yeah, it's probably designed to have one in there, possibly.
No ship is designed to have an Astrolabe in it, but
No,
you just need
the
a
only
room.
reason. The only reason I was asking that is because room number 1 is enormous.
No, I said
Yeah,
room.
that's the bridge.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's-
bridge.
that's
It's
the
the
bridge.
helm room.
and it wouldn't work in there anyway.
Right. Why not?
Okay.
Because there's windows?
Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
you
I think
you need to be able to. The Astrolabe needs darkness to work.
Right.
Either 6 or 7. I'd like to make Ockar's room.
Alright.
Do you mean on the officer's deck? Or the
I mean,
command
on
deck?
the command deck.
Right.
I'm going to
Braxton's quite-
suggest that Braxon gets number 6.
Yeah, Braxton's the first officer, so he gets the second best room.
And Higgimus gets 8 and 9.
Well,
Well-
9 isn't a room.
9's
Yeah,
not a
Yeah,
room.
it's just
I
It's
thought
a
it was listed as
patio.
the captain's quarters.
It is, but it's a balcony.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he gets an 8.
That's a misprint, and once again, we're not going off of what's listed on the left.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but we're having to use some sort of word to make sure we're talking about the same space because
Okay.
the same numbers are recycled on all the decks at the moment.
Well, command deck, officer's deck, quarter deck,
yeah.
so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
So I guess I'll stay in number 7 on the command deck.
The only thing I would say about what they put down as the armor is they were obviously intending weapon stores for the weapons at the front. But then we've got room number 4.
Old, a question.
Yep.
If we are attacked, where would the attackers try to bolt the ship?
Anything that's open.
Yeah, it'd be the.
So what would it be?
Well, I mean, it depends entirely on the situation. It really doesn't depend entirely on the situation.
I think the only place that's actively open would be like
9
the balcony here and where we got the weapons here.
and all the
No,
way at the
there's
top.
shuttle.
And all the way at the
The
top.
shuttle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all the way to the very top.
Also, they may try and use something like a piercing ram or a cone ram to hole the hull and get in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, also keep in mind that people can choose to live on the shuttle instead. But that does mean, I mean, that's something to consider.
The hell? Daywatch post? Okay.
The thing I'd say about people living on the shuttle is when we use the shuttle, we'll all be living on the shuttle. So if someone wants to live on the shuttle, they're going to have to shuffle about. But it might be
Well,
useful to have...
Depends on the room and depends on the
people's-
agreement.
Yeah. It might be useful to have people stationed on the shuttle in case we need to take off quickly.
I think Yeldan will take room number 6 on the office deck.
Well,
It's a small room. Yeldan doesn't have that much stuff.
And it's still
He doesn't
larger than
care.
the whole dragonfly we had before.
I think
Yeah.
all the 3 elves should be take that area. We just call it the Elven Quarter. Me and Lever take 8 and 7 between us, which one everyone we want.
We know
Yeah.
3 is the library.
Well, not anymore.
No, it's
Spellcaster or the Hellsman,
Uh,
extra Hellsman.
Leva wants to be close to the library.
which is
So
on
8.
the lower Carter Goat.
Well, I mean, you're pretty far away from it, so
You're closest to the stairs if you go to 8, and then you just go
Well-
down a couple of decks.
8 where? On which deck?
Office's deck.
I was looking at the opposite stairs. You're near the stairs, so
right.
that's how
But
you
you're,
get
so keep in mind these stairs go down. Let me know the right thing you're saying. They go down here.
Mm-hmm.
This hole right here flips over here, and then you take these stairs up here, which take you up here.
To the
So
Yeah.
no,
Could-
you're
could we-
God.
you're
Could
not
we add
really that close.
Could we add something here?
You could.
Lava wants to make her room where her library is what she's saying.
I mean, that's up to you guys. But you need to. I mean, you already need to get some walls put in anyway.
Yeah, but you'd have the library as a library, but there's nothing saying you can't have like a bookcase where you're taking current research material to your own room. So to
Yeah.
speak. You wouldn't just live in the library.
She could live in the library.
No, but
Wow.
Leva
Yeah.
wants to stay close to the library, as close as possible. If she needs to walk half an hour before she gets to the library, then she's not going to be happy.
No, then you
She-
just
Not
invent a
half an
spell
hour.
that allows you to float.
Leva could just put a bed in the library and just live there.
So,
Or make a magical portal.
well,
She'd happily do that.
I would say
So
that,
how
that
about
if
this
you
then?
well hold on if I would say that if you want quarters up there, then you're gonna need to carve out a portion of that to be quarters, and you'll need to get some walls put in and built in, which is fine. I mean, the assumption is also that you're probably gonna seal up that cargo door as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another cargo door on the upper.
But that will probably, I mean, you either need to do that here or wait until you get back to Brawl or something like that.
I think we were thinking
But-
about doing the deck plans,
Well,
but not.
Bra- Braxon would recommend we fix up the thing back at Brow where there's superior construction facilities.
Yeah, I agree. It's not
We're
only
already,
that, it's cheaper too.
we're already gonna be stuck here for a week anyway, so
Yeah, I guess.
Will it take a week to do all that, though?
Braxton would rather spend time here getting weapon turrets and stuff like that installed.
Uh-huh.
can we not do this all at the same time?
Don't know. Old?
Well, let's see. So, how big are we talking about a carve out for a room for Leva up there?
How big of a room do you want, Liva? 10 by
Mm,
15?
Space for a bed and a chest that I have, and that's about it, I think.
You want a wardrobe and stuff.
All right.
Somewhere
all
to
right,
get
let's-
changed.
How about 10 by 15 here?
Hold on. Let me.
Well, here is where.
There you go. Can you see
Yeah,
the
but
mark
it
I made?
is- Yes, is the library still big enough?
Yes.
Oh,
Plenty
yeah.
big.
Okay, then yes.
And then you want a door.
We could change that out for a window or something.
Oof, my freaking drawing skills are bad.
All right. Well, we can get that. We can assume that it's going to be something like that, and someone can redo the deck plans. How's that?
It's fine.
Mm.
All right.
Mhm.
And we'll figure that out. And the same thing applies to other levels. If you want to redo the deck plans on the other levels, you can do that. The amount of money that it'll cost for that work, I would say, is going to be 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Because it's eliminating that cargo door, putting in new walls that are going to be structurally sound and everything like that.
All right.
And we just toss in saying that you're getting bookshelves put in at the same time. All right.
Okay.
And we'll figure
How
out
long would that take?
I'll say that can be done the week of gathering the books
Okay.
as well. All right. So Leva's going to be up there. Yeldan, you were saying 6 on the officer's deck.
Yep.
All right. Let me start making some notes. So let's see.
Okay.
So we got the 3 fighters on the command deck.
That probably needs to be a little bit bigger. Okay. And Braxon, Ockar, Leva, and Yeldan, you wanted 6, so
Yep.
there we go.
Mostly because it was the smallest room on the officer's deck.
All right, and Lafdul, 8 or
Oh,
7.
I get... 7.
Is that a T instead of a Y?
That might be. I was not looking at what I was typing.
Telden. It's your new name.
Telden? Sounds like some idiot from Kryn with a cloak.
Okay.
I know who you're referring to. That's funny.
He was helping them out.
All right. So Do you want room 3 down on the quarter deck to be all the chambers for the crew?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
And let's see. So the galley and crew's mess, that works for 2. Reception officer's mess. Any other special things that you want around here?
How much? For an altar, how? I just need to steal something or what? Or I just need a new altar each time.
You
every time I
need
go
a
into
new
port?
altar each time.
Ew.
But an altar can be anything, right? Like he
Right.
could have like a table and then put a plate, and that be the new altar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna.
So basically,
I'm-
the point is that it needs to change every time, and to a certain extent, that could mean, I mean, you could actually have, for quite a while, a plate, and you're just positioning it in a new way every time. So it's normal, then you flip it, and then you get a stand and have it up on its side. Then you get a cup and put it on
to be
top.
so
So
esoteric.
so you're doing something different every time. Now the icon that you cannot get here on Refuge, that would be different. That would be a fixed thing because that's
No.
a little bit more.
I just thinking about the whole practicality of just trying to get an altar in my room. Can't be too big. You just be something.
The
Well,
thing is you could also
it's a
right,
personal
once you're
altar.
done,
Yeah.
once you could totally make that altar all your previous holy symbols.
So, but see, it's a personal altar. It's like you ever seen a little personal shrine that someone has set up to Jesus in their house? You know, they'll have like a little the little 3-inch figure of him, a couple candles or something like that, or something for deceased grandparents or something like that. I mean, it's a little thing. It's a little personal religious thing.
Yeah, it's just like a little shrine with a holy symbol there.
And you can and I mean that idea of having your old holy symbols, like, you could definitely do that where it starts accumulating the old holy symbols. You know?
As you get the weird enchanted ones.
Oh, room 8 on the officer's deck is our guest room
Yeah.
for when someone hires us to take them somewhere.
Yeah, that works. Let's see. On the shuttle, it's got 6 as the helm. Is that? Do you want that to be the case, or do you want that different?
I'm
Or
fine with
is-
that.
Sure, it's
Someone.
Hang on. Why have they not used 5? 5 is. Oh, I see.
5 is the captain's quarters, and 4 is the day room, chart room. According to that. I mean, unless you're really doing a lot with cargo, 2 would probably on the whole deck probably works well for the just where you guys are staying.
Yeah,
You know, where the PCs stay.
yeah.
except for Higgimus, because Higgimus gets the captain's quarters.
Ah, yeah, and number 3 on the main deck is a door, so we can drop things into the hold through the doors, not have to carry them through the crew's quarters.
Yeah. So I mean, you're fine with 6 being the minor helm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, you could also split up some people sleep in 4 and some people sleep on 2 down in the hold deck. So, you know, a crew would probably just sleep in the hold. You know, unless, I mean, if you're just doing a quick run, that's fine. All right, so we figured out where everyone is going to be staying. Now, you had a spare medium ballista. Where were you thinking of putting that?
On the shuttle stern castle.
Okay, so like around 2.
Yeah. The thing that's slightly bothersome about that is that the mizzenmast is going to stop you having a turret and being able to rotate it completely. But them's the breaks.
I don't think there's going to be a good placement, a perfect placement on that.
No,
Thing,
there
regardless.
isn't. There isn't.
Okay, so that is going to take, I believe, 2 tons away from the total cargo hold.
Mm-hmm.
And let me double check something.
Can we get that in the turret?
Yeah, you could purchase a turret. That would be 500 gold pieces for a medium turret.
Okay, done.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna have a.
There'll just be like one hex like directly behind us that we can't actually aim at or something.
I mean, you could also offset it slightly, and you can the ship can turn slightly to help with aiming.
Yeah.
All right, so
Hey, Braxon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about moving the catapults up to the surveillance deck on top here?
Yeah.
And instead of the catapults down here, we install ballista.
Catapults
So we
have
have-
longer range.
The reason why I said move the catapults up to the top is so that when we do get into a situation where they're too close or something, they still shoot, right? Or catapults have a minimum range regardless.
They have a they can't shoot in the same hex regardless, and
Regardless. Okay.
yeah, and I'm not gonna take into account height for stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I think I get the impression, and all probably has his own take on it. I get the impression that the thing with catapults is that when someone's really close to you, that the catapult shot goes up and doesn't have a chance to come down.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But-
Now keep in mind also that there's debate over whether or not about a lot of stuff like that. But a catapult is a stone thrower, and specifically by the rules, it doesn't specify exactly what type of stone thrower. There were catapults that shot stone with a bowed thing as opposed to the arm that flips up with the cup. So, it's superficial exactly what it is, but the rules will still apply.
How about ballista? Ballista can still shoot in the same hex, right?
They have
So it would be nicer for a ballista to be on the gravity closer to the gravity plane, so that they would have an angle to shoot at something that's at the gravity plane, right?
I would generally not be concerned.
Or do you not care?
I don't
not
really
concerned.
care. I don't really care.
You don't really care.
No,
Okay.
I don't really care.
If you don't really care,
Yeah, ballista's
and I have it
pivot
on record.
anyway. So,
Huh?
ballista's pivot.
Okay. In that case, then it doesn't matter. How about put 2 ballista up here, so we have a good total of 4 weapons.
4 front. Could we put the 2 up here on turret? No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know if the fins would get in the way or not. That's old school.
The fins, I would say, do not get in the way, because again, it's not that important, really. But the thing about the turrets is that you wouldn't be able to get 360 degrees up there anyway, regardless.
Would we?
So
If we
what
did
if-
have them,
what if
hold on.
we installed them pointing?
Could we get them? Do they have to have turret? Yeah. Do they have to have turrets to be able to shoot forward, back, and to the one side?
I would say that you're either going for forward, like it's either forward port, forward starboard, or aft port, aft starboard. So you're choosing which angle you want.
Okay. If we put it on turret, will we be able to get
Yes.
3 directions?
Yes.
Okay. Then that's worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I concur.
Now, here's the thing. We could get normal ballistas for this, or we could try getting better ones as well.
Yeah, we can go for magical ones or ones that do anything special.
Yeah. Let's see how much that stuff costs.
Would you be looking at medium or heavy?
Medium, probably? What do you guys think?
Well,
I guess
all
it
the
depends
other
on what the-
ballistas are medium.
Yeah, if we look at the costs, because there's 2 of those, I would say if we can only afford 1 magical weapon, we should put the magical weapon on the stern castle of the shuttle. And if we can afford more than 1, then it's can we afford 2 of those?
I guess we need to go... Now that we're talking about the weapons here, we need to go shopping, Old.
Okay. All right. So it's actually pretty close to the break. Why don't we take the break now then, and then we'll cover that so that we don't just like break up this in the middle of the break. So we'll have a little bit of an early break, and then when we come back, we'll figure out what weapons you guys want. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So we will be back in about 10 minutes. So go get something to drink or something of that nature, and we will be back shortly.